Good Friday evening, December 6th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The Leavenworth Village of Lights Festival enters its second weekend, and with that, another round of traffic and parking restrictions. Speaking of parking, the Washington State Patrol is reminding drivers that parking is prohibited on State Route 2 for 8 miles on both sides of Stevens Pass. Rain with possible freezing rain on Saturday before the sun finally returns Sunday afternoon. Your full local weather forecast is straight ahead. An East Wenatchee man arrested last summer in Chelan while allegedly carrying a modified handgun is now charged with a federal firearms offense. Abraham Aguilar Leon was taken into custody July 14th by sheriff's deputies after he allegedly threatened to shoot random passerbys near Riverwalk Park. In his backpack, police say the 19-year-old was carrying a .40 caliber pistol with a Glock switch to allow fully automatic gunfire. He also had a 9mm pistol. It was made from a ghost gun kit. He's charged in Chelan County Court with felony harassment, possession of an unlawful firearm, and carrying a concealed pistol. In October, prosecutors for U.S. Attorney Vanessa Waldriff took up the case and charged Aguilar with illegal possession of a machine gun, which is a federal crime. He faces a possible trial in U.S. District Court in Spokane at the end of this month. A longtime plant researcher with Washington State University has a new role at the Wenatchee Tree Fruit Research Center. Lee Kalsitz has been named the center's new programmatic lead, sharing responsibility for the overall direction of the facility where the Cosmic Crisp apple was developed. He replaces an interim director who has held the post since Chad Kruger stepped down last June after 4 years on the job. Kalsitz has spent 10 years at the Wenatchee lab studying environmental effects on apples, pears, and other tree fruits. WSU says he will oversee scientific research at the Tree Fruit Center, while a yet-to-be-named manager will handle facilities and operations. His new post took effect December 1st. The Leavenworth Village of Lights Festival enters its second weekend, and with that, another round of traffic and parking restrictions. City, county, and State Department of Transportation officials have imposed traffic changes designed to avoid congestion on key emergency routes. In addition to no parking zones within the city north of Highway 2, drivers will have to wait for a flagger to make a left turn from First Street or North Road onto Chumstick Highway. Traffic managers added the flagger controls after the first weekend when lack of direction frustrated some local residents. The restrictions are in place from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday and again for the next 3 Saturdays through December 28th. Wenatchee Police Chief Edgar Reinfeld was involved in a collision this afternoon between his vehicle and a bicyclist. Reinfeld was driving out of the alley behind police headquarters onto Yakima Street when his SUV struck the passing bicyclist, who was checked for injuries at the scene and released. The accident happened shortly after 1 p.m. Reinfeld declined to comment on the circumstances of the collision, but said it would be reviewed internally. The former police captain was sworn in last summer as Wenatchee's newest police chief after the retirement of Steve Crown. When we come back, the Wenatchee City Council held a holiday meet and greet last night, specifically aimed at candidates who might like to represent the city. And Grant County PUD commissioners have approved a 5-year purchase power agreement to support the county's growing energy needs. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Central Washington Water is your hot spring spa dealer for over 45 years. Shop their showroom and see the new Freshwater Smart IQ. This is a new innovative approach to super simple water care combined with the freshwater salt system to give you clean, balanced spa water naturally. There's a hot tub for every budget. Save up to $1,000 on hot spring spas or buy plug-and-play spas starting at $79 per month. Why shop anywhere else? Central Washington Water. They service what they sell.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories. And we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Who does Springwater Insurance Group work for? Well, we work for you. Now, some of you think we work for Medicare insurance plans. No, we work for you and your Medicare needs. Now, we are independent agents, and this allows us to teach you about all your plan choices. Now, once we find the most suitable health and drug plan for this new year, we then assist you with your enrollment. We also take it a step further. We provide local, face-to-face customer service at one of our local offices. We provide this service because it's what you want.
The Washington State Patrol is reminding drivers that parking is prohibited on State Route 2 between milepost 58.50 and 66.44 on both sides of Stevens Pass. In a news release, Trooper Jeremy Weber said once parking lots fill up at the resort, drivers will begin parking along the highway. When this happens, the practice interferes with winter snow removal, avalanche control operations, endangers highway maintenance personnel, and is hazardous to skiers and highway users. The parking restriction has been in place since November 1st and will continue to April 1st. Travelers looking to access Stevens Pass Resort should confirm parking availability and restrictions on the resort's website. The Wenatchee City Council held a holiday meet and greet Thursday night, specifically aimed at candidates who might like to represent the city. At-large council member Keith Huffaker will leave the council in January after 12 years of service, and new applicants are being sought for appointment to fill out the remaining year on his term. He and his wife Robin plan to travel the country and live out of their trailer. Huffaker told NCWLIFE News that spending so much time on the council has been a learning experience.
Oh, there's a whole list of things that I didn't know. Just the amount of money that goes in and out the door to keep the city running, keep the lights on, keep employees paid, the equipment it takes, there's just a big wealth of things that you learn in your first month as being a city council member. I was overwhelmed. I would go home every night and look at my wife and go, what did I get myself into? But it's been a great learning curve, a great thing to learn how the city runs, and I encourage everybody to learn the inner workings of the city, because it is their money that we're spending.
Was that what motivated you to run in the first place? Were you like, we need to make some better fiscal choices and I think I can help?
Yes, so we were just coming off of the Town Toyota Center, and I was very frustrated with how that went, and I thought, you know what? Those kinds of things should never happen again. The people should have a say in it. Those decisions need to be more public. And I complained about it enough that when the position came open, my wife said to me, put up or shut up. So I threw my name in the hat, and lo and behold, 12 years later, I've been a council member trying to not shut up and let my voice be heard. And sometimes I feel like I'm the lone voice out there, but I think it's been worthwhile, and try and get my opinion out there and listen to what the citizens of Wenatchee want. Whoever takes my seat, I hope they're not afraid to let their voice be heard, to get out there and interact with the community, listen to what they're passionate about, and bring that passion to the council for them. It's a great thing to know how your city works, and I encourage everybody to, even if you aren't interested in being a council member, we really don't get a lot of public showing up at meetings, you've probably noticed, and I think everybody should be involved in their city and know how it works so that they can be informed and have their voice be heard as well.
Chelan County's Natural Resources Department has won more federal funding for its ongoing Upper Wenatchee pilot project. The $1.5 million grant through the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation will improve wildfire resilience for about 5,000 acres in western Chelan County with tree thinning and underbrush removal. Some of the funds will also go to 9 projects to improve fish passage on 30 miles of streams within the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. The The Upper Wenatchee pilot project encompasses a total of 75,000 acres. Washington Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell announced the grant this week. Chelan County will provide $870,000 in matching funds. Grant PUD commissioners have approved a 5-year purchase power agreement with Goose Prairie Solar Development to support the county's growing energy needs. The deal secures 100% of the energy output from the 80-megawatt Moxie Base facility, part of the utility's plan to add 120 megawatts of solar power by 2026 to address customer growth. Over the next 20 years, Grant PUD hopes to gain more than 1,100 megawatts of new power from solar projects, plus another 500 from wind, battery storage, and other means. Coming up next in tonight's feature story and part of our ongoing series on local artisans, we will introduce you to Dan Riggers, crafter of unique ceramic homeware. Rain with possible freezing rain in our Saturday forecast. I'll have all those details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, located on South Wenatchee Ave, has the largest selection of spas and swim spas in town. Stay cool this summer in an artisan swim spa and use it all year long. We enjoy helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis pain. Our passion is water, so please bring us a water sample, and we will help you diagnose your pool or spa water for free. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, your pool and spa experts.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant, they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
Let's go to Hawaii for the holidays.
Here's an easier idea. Enjoy Abby's classic Big Hawaiian Pizza this December. This delicious tropical and giant pizza is at a special holiday price. And when you gift an Abby's gift card, we'll give you a present too.
Land to hold on here, and he will not.
Tune in to NCWLIFE channel for coverage of local sports this winter. Coverage is brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Watch eSpots at Wenatchee Sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
One-handed jam! Dan Riggers, founder of DR Creations in Wenatchee, has been crafting unique ceramic homeware since 1980, blending nostalgia with modern designs. Riggers offers seasonal holiday items and showcases his creations at events like Pybus Public Market, relying on word of mouth and flyers to connect with customers. In tonight's feature story, we spoke with him as part of our series on local artisans offering holiday gift ideas, produced by NCWLIFE News and the Wenatchee World.
My name is Dan Riggers. The name of the business is DR Creations. We make everything ourselves here in Wenatchee, and we try to make things that are different or unique that you don't find anymore. We make everything with lead-free glazes, and services, we try to do different craft shows or farmers markets to get the product out to the public. Business, we started in 1980, and we've just been going ever since. We do it out of our home, but we don't, we're the old school. No website, and it's just a lot of it's word of mouth. What we do is it's all made with molds because it's ceramic, and we'll pour the molds, get the shape we want. Takes about 2 weeks from once we pour it to once it's sellable, because you have to let it dry and then a series of firings.
Yeah. So what inspired you to make the different kinds of dishes?
I don't know, it was just, I learned the trade over on the coast, and it was just what people wanted, you know. That's what we've done, yeah. We just did it, you know, as a hobby and just kept doing it, and people wanted it, so we just kept making it. We provide holiday items for different holidays. and some outdoor stuff, but it's mainly the houseware items.
Yeah, so what customers would you say are most interested in buying your product?
A lot of it is people that are buying stuff. It's stuff they might have seen as children, or their grandparents or parents had it, so that's why they come. We do have a flyer that we send out to a group of people that give us their addresses. Otherwise, just look for us at Pybus Public Market. We will be here every weekend through Christmas except the first weekend in December when we go to Ephrata. We try to do some of the outlying areas, Ephrata, Quincy, Waterville.
What inspiration do you use to make the designs on your product?
It's mainly what the public wants or that's popular, but like chickens or peppers. I have been doing Pybus for years, and so you just kind of are on their circuit and you just come. What's nice about Pybus, it's getting to be a destination place, so you get a lot of travelers from out of the area, and that's where a lot of the business comes from.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Friday was a good one. More of the same as that ridge of high pressure stays over the top of us, but so did that cloud inversion, and we saw that once again today. Here we go up to Lake Wenatchee, and you can't see the mountains up that way because of those low clouds. There is the lake, and also Kaler Glen Golf Course with snow on the ground up there, and boy, it was chilly out there today and all across North Central Washington. As we move into overnight and on Saturday, we could see a light wintry mix of precipitation here at home. That will happen in our overnight hours into Saturday and then continue into Saturday afternoon. We're talking about light snow, maybe some sleet, freezing rain as well. Temperatures are going to be right there to really promote some freezing rain out there tomorrow. So be prepared for slick and winter travel conditions if you are driving tomorrow, because it's going to be a little bit tricky out there. Today's high temperature didn't get very warm. 31 our afternoon high after being 30 for our overnight low. We warmed up 1 degree throughout the day today. 35 is our normal high, 26 our normal low temperature. Our record high, 54 degrees, set in 1979. The very next year, our record low, 5 degrees, and that was set in 1980. Yes, weather is cyclical. Sunrise this morning, 7:34, and it's set this afternoon at 4:10. All right, taking a look at what we can expect as we get you into the weekend. More of the same as far as temperatures go. I haven't hardly had to change these numbers all week long. Mid-30s for Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. 30 for the high in Wenatchee. That goes for Eniat and Chelan, also up into Omak. Leavenworth, Cashmere, Lake Wenatchee, about 30 into the low 30s for afternoon highs tomorrow. Taking a look at tonight, now we can expect cloudy skies. It's all from this large area of low pressure. It's kind of pushing our area of high pressure down to the south, so we will see clouds move in. And yes, the precip is coming, because as we get into Saturday morning, this will be our situation, an 80% chance of freezing rain. And boy, it just intensifies as we move into the afternoon hours. I think it'll be more rain in the afternoon with highs in the mid-30s tomorrow afternoon. So certainly we could see some of that freezing rain. On Sunday, here we go. Some morning rain showers, maybe mixed with snow, but then guess what? We're going to see the return of sun by Sunday afternoon. We'll call it mostly sunny. Going to warm up too into the low 40s, and won't that feel nice after lots of 30s the last several days. For Monday, sunny skies throughout Washington state, and it's going to be a nice day with high temperatures generally into the low 40s to kick off our next work week. For Tuesday, more of the same. A few high clouds out there, and we will, with those clouds, cool down just a little bit. But there's our friend, that ridge of high pressure back over the top of us. High temperatures Tuesday, generally in the mid to upper 30s. And then as we get into Wednesday, more of the same. Not bad weather, mostly cloudy skies, but you can see a trough of low pressure beginning to form off the coast. We do have a line of showers along a cold front as well. Upper 30s for the high late Wednesday afternoon. And then as we get you into the end of our forecast, forecast Thursday. Cloudy skies, a very wet and strong westerly flow. There we go. Snow and rain showers on Thursday. High temperatures will be right around that 40-degree mark. All right, your 7-day forecast now. 31 overnight tonight. Good chance that we will see the wet stuff tomorrow. 34 your high, 31 the low. And then look at that. The sun finally returns by Sunday afternoon. Mostly sunny in the afternoon and 43 degrees. Sunny for Monday and 42. Clouds for both Tuesday and Wednesday with temperatures generally in the upper 30s. And then more rain and snow showers in the forecast on Thursday with a high temperature then of 41 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Following up a fourth-place finish at the State 2B tournament a year ago, the Brewster Bears girls basketball team is off to a good start. It was Pepper Bozel who had 17 points to lead the Bears over Wenatchee. 61-28. Grant Olson had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
That's our first turnover of the night. And quickly back come the Bears to the basket. Layup, it's up and in. And that is Pepper Bozel. 3-on-2 for the Bears. All the way to the basket is McGuire and her first two of the night. Bozel had it, and it's stolen away from her by Jones. Here's Jones with it. The shot taken from 12, good. The Panthers, another turnover, 2-on-1 for Brewster. Layup, no good. And put back up and in by Morgan McGuire. Here's Bozel. Didn't take the shot, decided to pass it off instead. Good choice. Paige Wolf up and in. Here's Bozel now, near side in front of the bench. Hand fake, layup is good, and she's fouled. Get an inbounds here. Shot taken by Pomatz at the buzzer, no good. And that is our final score. After 4 here at Wenatchee High School, it was Brewster 61 and Wenatchee 28.
Moses Lakes girls picks up a 73-32 win over Kennewick last night. Omak beat Liberty Bell 33-24. Cascade earned another win, downing Manson 46-19. Okanagan edged Pateras 51-50, and Curlew topped Tonasket by a final of 40-36. In girls play tonight, Entiat's at Curlew. Moses Lake is at Ferris. Ephrata hosts Chelan. Omak visits Quincy. Kamiakin hosts Eastmont. Waterville Mansfield plays at Brewster. Pateras hosts Bridgeport, and Orville heads for Soap Lake. Coming up for the girls tomorrow, Wenatchee hosts Pasco at 3:30. Quincy plays at Lakeside 9 Mile Falls at 4:15. Davenport hosts Manson at 4:30, while Liberty Bell hosts Cle-Elum, Roslyn, and Waterville Mansfield visits Entiat. Orville hosts Curlew tomorrow night at 6. Well, Ambrose Bissett is in his second year as head coach of the boys basketball program at Wenatchee High School. Last year, after an 0-20 season, the Panthers got off to a good start last night, downing Brewster by a final of 77-40. Grant Olson had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Down court, Covington. Now it's Thompson with it. He's going to put up another 3 for Brewster, and again, it's good. His second 3 here in the first minute and a half. Panthers back the other way. It's Torres. No look, flatness, shot no good. Irvin back up, no good. Irvin gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Torres for 3, good. Torres. Pass on the wing, layup no good by Hammond, but the Panthers save it. Now Matheson for 3, good. Here's Travis Torres left open. He's going to put up the shot. 3, good. Hunsaker with it. A dribble, now to Butler. Back out Torres, right wing, dribbles top of the key. Thought about this shot. Now it's Ryder Ray with it. Free throw line. Going to put up the off-balance shot. He gets it to go. The Panthers with that 5-point lead. Ray, left elbow. Jump shot, good. Shot taken. Henry Miller for 3, good. And the Panthers come back. It's Flatness, left side Ray, spin move to the basket, good. 1 of 4 from the line for Becker this quarter. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Hunsaker, puts up the shot at the buzzer, and it goes, it's good. Luke Hunsaker with his 6th point, and that ends the quarter. 1 second shot at the buzzer off the backboard, no good, and that will do it. Our final score, Wenatchee 70 and the Brewster Bears 44.
Joined by our player of the game, junior Travis Torres. And Travis, how great does this feel after no wins last season? You start this season with the big win.
I mean, it feels pretty good. You know, we had a rough season, but it feels good to come back, get a win on our first game.
You guys look confident from the outset. Brewster played you tough for about the first half of the first quarter, and then you guys took control. Were you confident coming into this?
Yeah, I had a feeling like we played them in Summer League. We didn't win, but we were missing a lot of varsity players, but we came out strong and beat them.
We are joined by Wenatchee head coach Ambrose Bissett. And Coach, no wins last year. You start this year with a big win. How great does this feel right now?
Well, I mean, you know, the reality is we're 1-0. You know, last year was a tough season. We want to make sure that we learn from that. There's no better teacher than losing, and we did a lot of learning last year. So this is, you know, this is a carryover from the hard work we put in last year.
Also last night, Kennewick beat Moses Lake 53-44. Liberty Bell topped Omak 67-57, and Tonasket took down Curlew 88-37. Coming up on the boys' schedule tonight, Omak's hosting DeSales. Hoquiam is at Lake Roosevelt, while Entiat visits Curlew. Ephrata hosts Chelan tonight at 7, while LaSalle's at Quincy, and Ferris hosts Moses Lake. 7:30 games have Eastmont at Kamaikan, Cashmere's in Brewster, and Bridgeport visits Pateras. Lake Roosevelt faces DeSales tomorrow at noon at Wenatchee Valley College. Omak takes on Cashmere at 2. Manson is visiting Davenport tomorrow at 3. Chelan hosts Hoquiam at 4, while Tonasket at Moses Lake Christian. Wenatchee hosts Pasco at 5. Quincy visits Lakeside 9 Mile Falls at 5:45, and Liberty Bell hosts Cle Elum at 6. It's tournament time for grapplers in North Central Washington. Cashmere and Tonasket are at the Deer Park Invite tomorrow morning at 9. Wenatchee wrestlers are in Kennewick starting at 9:30. Eastmont and Ephrata are at the Davis Invite tomorrow at 10. Elmira, Crulley, Heartline, Brewster, Cascade, Lake Roosevelt, Liberty Bell, Okanagan, and Oroville are all gathering at the Pit Tourney. That's in Omak tomorrow morning as well. The top dogs in high school football will be crowned this weekend. There are 3 games, well, now 2 games left to be played at Husky Stadium today, including the 1B championship. Congratulations to Wilbur, Creston, Keller. They knock off Liberty Christian. What a game, 42-34 the final, as Wilbur Creston Keller wins a state championship. Now, still to be determined games that are going on right now. As a matter of fact, Seton Catholic will try to prevent Royal from a 5-peat to the state 1A championship. O'Day and Bellevue meet tonight at 7 o'clock for the 3A title. Coming up tomorrow, Okanagan takes on Napavine for the 2B title at 11 a.m. That's followed by the 2A championship between Anacortes and Tumwater. Sumner and Camas play for the 4A championship. That'll be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The Wenatchee Wild have 3 games in 3 days in Western Hockey League play. They'll host Spokane tonight at 7 o'clock at the Town Toyota Center. Remember to wear your ugly Christmas sweater. Wenatchee's on the road tomorrow in Spokane for a 6 o'clock meeting, and then they'll be back home on Sunday at 4 o'clock. It's the teddy bear toss, first goal of the game for the Wild. Be sure to toss those teddy bears out on the ice. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm Eric Granstrom with NCWLIFE Channel Sports.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. When you have a second, we'd love for you to take our online survey about NCWLIFE news and programming. Your responses will help us better serve the North Central Washington community. You can find that survey on our website at ncwlife.com. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great weekend.